Hey guys, welcome to my sugar skull tutorial that was requested by a friend and follower of mine. This is a very popular Halloween costume and I couldn't wait to do a tutorial on this for you, so let's jump on in. So first I started with a mixture of a white body paint by Maron that's already mixed up. You don't have to add water or anything to it. And I mixed it with a little bit of foundation and I applied that with a beauty sponge all over my face. Now this paint dries super fast, so you have to kind of work in areas, like blend it out specifically just in one area at a time, all the way around your face. If you put dots all over your face and try to blend that out, the dots are going to start drying up before you even get to them, and then it's just going to be super patchy and not look good at all. I learned that the hard way. I had to start over, so I want to give you that little tip. And then I just took a Ben Nye white powder to kind of set everything. Now this technique, this white paint with the foundation, it's pretty patchy. It doesn't look very good. You can kind of see that around the eyebrows and around the nose. So I'd recommend either doing a straight, just water activated body paint or something, or getting a very light foundation color or a white foundation color, because that'll blend out so much better for you, which is what I wish I had done. Here I am taking a gel eyeliner. This is by L'Oreal. It's from the drugstore in a little pot, and I am making circles around the eye. It's supposed to loosely follow the shape of an eye socket. I did mine a little bit bigger, and it does not have to be a perfect circle at all, because you want it to be more of a shape of an eye socket, not just a round circle. And this little brush came with the gel eyeliner, so I just went ahead and used that and did that all the way around my eye. Now you could use a pencil liner or a liquid liner if you'd like. I just decided to use my gel liner. Then I did the shape on my nose using the same gel eyeliner. I kind of drew the outside of the shape first and then filled it in. A little tip, if you don't want to worry about this smudging off, you could take a black eyeshadow and kind of cover where you had put the gel all over the gel liner, all over the tip of your nose. Just go over it with the eyeshadow powder and it'll help set it a little bit so you don't have to worry about it smudging off your face. Now for the eyeshadows, I first started with a matte black and just went all along the perimeter to help soften the edge of where the gel liner is, just to make a nice transition into the next color. I did that all the way around. Then I took a turquoise blue and put that all around the perimeter next to where the black shadow was. And then I did go in with a slightly darker blue just to blend that out. All of these shadows I'm using are from the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm using all matte shades here. And I knew I was going to be using similar colors that are in the headpiece that I had, which I knew were purple, red, yellow, orange. And instead of purple, I decided to do these blues because I knew I was going to be layering pink shadows over that, and that would make it look purple. That's just my thinking. That's what I did. The inner corner of the lid, I went ahead and added my yellow. And then I first started with a magenta pink, and I did that kind of on the outer perimeter of where the blue ended up, and then mixed that up into the blue, which does create a purple color. And don't forget the bottom. You want to make sure you get the bottom lid as well with all these colors, which is a small space, so it can be hard to work in there. And then I went in with an even brighter pink, as you can see, and I put that in the crease and all the way above to the outer perimeter just to blend all of these colors. I then took an orange and put that on the outer half of my eye, and I used my finger because it applied better that way. And then I went in with the red and I put that over the orange on the outer half of my eye and then up into the crease, as you can see. Now I will say I totally forgot to use an eye primer before I started this whole thing. I really wish I had, because these shadows would have blended out so much easier, so much quicker. So please be sure to use an eye primer. I love the MAC paint pots. I usually use MAC Painterly paint pot. It'll just make it so much easier for you to blend all those colors. It'll make things a lot quicker for you too. And then I went ahead and went back in with the colors all over again and just did a whole nother layer. So I did the blues, and then I did more of the pinks, and a little bit more of the red, just to really layer them up and help get the transitions nice and soft and blended. I did my winged eyeliner with the Physicians Formula 24-Hour Eye Booster Eyeliner Pen. This is one of my favorite liquid liner pens of all time. It's just super easy to work with. And you don't have to do the liquid eyeliner if you don't want to. I knew I was going to be using thick eyelashes and I wanted to be able to hide the band. And then this is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I put that in the bottom waterline. Next is mascara, and I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Now I went ahead and did the scalloped edges along the sides using mostly my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. And then I did kind of run out, so I had to switch back over to my gel eyeliner. You can use whatever you want, whether it's a liquid liner, a gel liner, an eye pencil, anything will work for you here. And then I just did that pattern all the way around. Then for the corners of my mouth where these lines are, I went back in with my gel liner. I first did the lines very lightly just in case I messed up, and then I went back over with more pressure to darken the color a little bit more. And I'm so sorry here, my camera goes in and out of focus a lot because I keep leaning forward to get closer to the mirror, but I just went ahead and did like the stitch marks. I first started on those lines that I drew, making sure that I placed them pretty evenly on both sides in the same amount of stitches on both sides. And then I went ahead and did the stitches on my lips, starting with the center and then working my way out. And I did place these ones a little bit closer. You don't have to do that at all. You could totally do it however you want, but that's just what I did. I'm so sorry for that focusing. That's super distracting. Then I went in with that matte black eyeshadow again and put that just on the innermost part of my upper and bottom lip, just to darken it a little bit. It just kind of gives a cool effect. Gives your lips a little bit more dimension. Now for the spiderwebs, I went back in with that liquid eyeliner pencil by Physicians Formula and did the spiderweb shape. I like to do, as you can see, I'll do one shape, one line on my left side and then one on my right side. That just helps me to get it as symmetrical as possible. It doesn't have to be like totally perfect at all. This is just how I help to keep those shapes as symmetrical as possible. And then I went back in that center part to make a nice point right in the middle of my forehead. And don't worry about those lines kind of being off center. You're not going to really notice it once you put in like the web lines. Now I started the web lines here using that same Physicians Formula pen. It did start to run out, so I switched over to my e.l.f. liquid liner. It goes on with more of like a paintbrush. And then I ended up going over all those lines the second time to thicken some of them up. I think that gives it a little bit more dimension to the spider web. It's not so flat for you. Then I lost a lot of the footage. I didn't lose the footage. I couldn't really show the footage that I have doing that lotus type flower on the chin because I was leaning so far forward you couldn't see it. But this gives you a general idea. I started with 3 larger like petal shapes using the gel liner for the outline and using all the same eyeshadow colors to fill it in, and then I put little peaks in between those just to fill in the space. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.